Well, hello, welcome everybody. It's another fabulous, sunny, beautiful Friday here in Michigan. Although there's snow on the ground, yuck! Oh my gosh, my dad cannot stop looking at the long range forecast and not being very happy because there's no chance of golf in his future for I don't even know how long. So anyway, he just keeps checking that out. It's just kind of funny. I'm like, Dad, you got to stop worrying about that. When it comes, and there's nothing you can do about it. So good morning, Nikki. How are you this morning? So let's see, what's been going on? We just came off of spring break last week. Hi, Wendy. Good morning. And trying to get back into the swing of things. The kids are, I think, all exhausted after, full 5 days of school this week. And I'm kind of feeling a little bit that way myself because, man, when you get back into the swing of things, boy, it gets nutty quick. So, well, hi, Marianne. Good morning. How are you? I'm so glad you guys can all join me. Thank you so much. I love that you guys have this on your calendar and that you're able to watch live. And then obviously, if you can't watch live, I'd love for you to watch it anytime it's convenient for you. So, let's see what else is going on. Oh, we had that big basketball game, the championship basketball game I guess just a few days ago, Monday night. And man, I was bumming for our amazing blue team. Hi, Beth. Good morning. I don't know. They were in it in the first quarter, and then, I don't know. They couldn't make a three to save their lives, which is just crazy because sometimes they're one of the best 3-point shooting teams there is out there. So anyway, they made an amazing run, and I think they went so much further than anybody else anticipated that they would. And it was an awesome ride for me and for my family and friends that love our amazing blue. So go blue! I'm still saying it. I'm still super proud, even though, one shy of the championship, and that's okay for me. So let's see what else. Easter. I hope everybody had a good Easter. The day was fairly decent, I think cooler than we would have liked around here, but that's just the story of our lives these days. So let's see, I think we are ready to, I'm going to jump in and do the drawing for the Tutti Frutti Adhesive-Backed Sequins. So let me show you guys. These are, and this is just the package, so you can't really see all the colors that are in there, but this has been one of my favorite embellishments that we have in the Occasions catalog. I tell you what, whenever I design a project, I look at it and I'm like, what can I add to it? And these are the first thing that I grab. So I have loved having these around, and they probably won't carry over, so I'm using them as many times as I can while I can. So quick recap, just to remind you, there are a bunch of entries in this drawing. So your name was entered once for every time you comment. So every time you're saying hello and good morning and oh, I love that project and whatever, your name goes in here. And then you get 3 entries into the drawing when you share the Facebook Live video. But you have to make a comment. You can't just click share. You have to say something about the Facebook Live video to hopefully get somebody interested in clicking in, watching it themselves. So let's go ahead. I'm going to shake these up really well. There are always so many I love. Although let me tell you, it's going to be a lot of work to write all these names on these little pieces of paper every Thursday night. I'm like, phew. But the really fun thing is it gets me to go back through all the comments and just really appreciate that you guys are taking your time out of your day to hang out with me and listen and see what's going on. So thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so here we go. We got this all shaken up really well. I'm going to grab 1 entry. Okay, oh, I had 2. Okay, I dropped 1. I only have 1 now. Oh, Mary Ann McGinnis. How about that? And I think you're watching right now, so awesome. Congratulations, Mary Ann. Very, very cool. So I will get these sent out to you this next week coming up, okay? So I'll be sending those Tutti Frutti sequins to you. All right, I'm moving this stuff out of the way so I don't miss anything. So what's going on this week? What are we, you're welcome, Marianne. Yay, that's awesome. So what else do we have going on? Well, I know, this week's drawing. So have you guys learned, I feel like maybe, I can't remember where or when I mentioned this, but this is can you guys see it? It's the Berry Burst metallic edge ribbon. And this metallic edge ribbon also comes, it's like a white and silver edge, and then kind of more of a vanilla ribbon with a gold edge. And I believe all of those are carrying over, all the metallic edge ribbon, so including this Berry Burst metallic edge ribbon. So this is the product that I'm going to give away this next week. So every time you comment, 1 entry to win this ribbon, and then if you share with a comment, 3 entries to win this ribbon, okay? Yeah, I was thinking there was something else I was going to tell you guys about, but I think that's later on in the show. So I've got to stick with my notes, otherwise I get super confused about what's going on. Hey, Tammy, good morning. How are you? Okay, so yeah, 1 entry for commenting and 3 entries for sharing the Facebook Live video, and you could win the awesome Berry Burst Metallic Edge ribbon. Okay, what else? What else? Oh, my handy dandy notes. Let's see. Ooh, I have more stuff to give away. So you guys remember the last couple of weeks I've been mentioning anytime you post a project with any of the 2018 celebration or occasions catalog product on this Facebook group, your name went into a drawing. So maybe that's why it felt like it took a lot of time last night, because I had 2 drawings that I had to put all these names. Now this one I just put in, this is like one of the little tubs that I use for card classes and things when I have to carry stuff. So I have a whole bunch of names in here. So anytime you posted a project, the whole month of March, basically, we got so many people sharing it. It was awesome. So many really like beautiful, amazing projects, and just great inspiration for everybody. So, okay, so you can hear me. I'm shaking. Ooh, actually, what does this person win? This is, I think, a super fabulous prize. This person is going to win the Petal Palette stamp set. So this is a 15-piece stamp set. I know I showed you guys last week, but it is just gorgeous. And I don't know whether this is going to carry over or not, but there's the bird and all the flowers and leaves, and then it's got a bunch of awesome sentiments too. I'm going to kind of go slow because I feel like last week I went kind of quickly. So if you haven't seen this stamp set yet, it's probably backwards, but you guys can figure it out, right? So anyway, the winner of this drawing right here is going to get the Petal Palette stamp set. So woohoo! And I'll be doing another, probably like when the annual catalog comes out, I'll do another Facebook posting contest. I haven't quite decided, so I'll keep you guys posted on that. But I'll post it right on the group, and then anytime you post a project, I just have a little sheet that I put in tick marks next to your name. So if you share 18 times, your name is in here 18 times. And I know it because I made sure, because there was a point where I'm like, do I put this girl's name in here 32 times or just 30? But I went with 32 because she really posted 32 projects. So I can be trusted to get your names all in here. Okay, so here we go. I don't know why I worry about that. I just wanted to make sure you guys know that I'm legit here, that I say what I do what I'm gonna say, right? Okay, so, because this is like such a, I can't stop shaking them up because this is like a lot of pressure. This one person is gonna get this really awesome prize. Okay, so here, I think I've got one. I'm trying not to look. Yep, okay, so I'm down to 1 name. Oh, and it's Sunday Ostrander. Marianne, you definitely are legit. That's awesome. So, and I only have 1 Sunday that I know, so I didn't even put her last name on here, but Sunday, yay, you win the Petal Palette stamp set. So congratulations. And thank you everybody for all of the sharing that we did. I just love that. I think it really creates a lot of kind of fun and excitement and engagement, and really gets people excited to get their products out and use them and things too. So awesome. Congratulations, Sunday. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay. What else? What else? To keep organized and on track. Oh, well, everybody knows Celebration ended last Saturday. It's like a shoo. We made it through another Celebration. I love Celebration because I love, that you guys put an order in and you always get free stuff. But it's a lot of work too. So maybe that's kind of been like my, I had a lot of loose ends to tie up, and, just kind of, I don't know, lots of different things that have been going on, kind of tying up lots of loose ends and taking care of things. So I have to say a little bit of a sigh of relief that Celebration is over. And although, I don't know. Well, we're going to be coming out with a new annual catalog in June, which kind of feels like a while from now. But as demonstrators, actually, probably, I don't know, tons and tons of demonstrators are at, good morning, Sherilyn, how are you? Are at the on-stage live or local, I guess, so the local events. So part of it starts tonight, and then the rest of it is all day tomorrow. I think it goes into tomorrow night too. Anyway, so people are all around the country at different locations gonna all gather together, and they all are gonna get the annual catalog tomorrow. Oh my gosh. And I think honestly, as a demonstrator, I'm pretty sure I haven't even like paid that much attention, because I think I'm still in the celebration is done mode instead of the, okay, you know, ramping up for the next annual catalog. But I think as demonstrators, we can log on to the Stampin' Up! Website, I think on Monday, and see the new annual catalog like on, you know, on the Stampin' Up! Website. We won't have it in our hands unless we went to the on-stage convention, but that's okay. I missed this one. It just, the timing didn't work for me. This is a tough time for a lot of people with spring break and you know, stuff going on in families and kids' lives, so that's okay. I will make sure I get lots of inspiration for myself and then to share with you guys too. The one thing that I have been missing is all of my swap cards. I showed you guys, and I tried to kind of space out, like, okay, I showed you a few each week for like quite a few weeks, but man, I wish I had some more swap cards to share with you guys, but those will be coming back soon, probably in May or so. I will have been participating in some swaps, so I'll be able to show you those as they come in with new annual catalog products. So that will be awesome. Want to just give a quick shout out to, what does Sherilyn have to say? Ooh, freshly fallen snow with her grandson. Well, I'm glad you're excited about the snow, Sherilyn. Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize. I stepped outside this morning to go work out, and normally when there's snow on the ground, I put my boots on and take my tennis shoes with me, and literally I'm stepping out the door. I think I was like bleary-eyed. I didn't even pay attention until that moment when I stepped outside and there was all the snow on the ground, and I was like, all right, I'm not taking my shoes off and putting my boots on, so that's all right. But I'm glad you're enjoying the snow, Sherilyn, with your grandson. I bet he loved it too, so well, that's awesome. Okay, so I was talking about my downline, and what an awesome celebration we all had, like, collectively together. I just, you know, there were people that promoted, people that got like a bunch of sales and new recruits that they shared the starter kit with people, and so our group has grown tremendously, and I am just really, really excited for everybody in our group. People have worked so hard, and it's really fun to see kind of the fruits of their labor when they work hard. So for that, we're doing a pizza party. I love pizza. I don't know about other people. I know it's not a healthy choice, but I love pizza. So we are doing a pizza party before our group gathering on April 17th. So anybody that's in the Inspired Stampers group in my downline, come on down to the Stamp Studio. We're going to do that at 6:15. And I will say, actually, anybody that's in my downline too, I'm going to do a new recruit training at 5:15. I think it's April 17th. It's the third Tuesday of the month. So come for that as well. Even if you've been in the Inspired Stampers group for a while, I think it's a great refresher for you. I know I learned some new stuff when I first went through the training, and then it's great as you get new recruits to be able to share that information with people as well. So mark your calendar for that if you're in the Inspired Stampers group. 5:15, the new recruit training, and 6:15, the pizza party, and 7 o'clock our group gathering actually starts. What else? Oh, well, I don't know if I mentioned this, and I kind of went back through my notes, and I don't think I did, but I just had to let you guys know that back mid-March, I think it was on March 15th. Mary, hello, how are you? I celebrated my 10-year anniversary with Stampin' Up. I think it's really, really hard to believe that it's been that long. Maybe I did mention it. Someone was asking me to kind of share my story, and I think I did that a few weeks ago. Well, anyway, so I just had to let you guys know that, because I hadn't really realized it had been quite that long. And it was just kind of one of those spur of the moment deals where I decided, you know, I love all this stuff and I want to get a discount. So I bought the starter kit for my friend Roxanne, and man, there's been no looking back since then. So yay, awesome, 10 years, wow. That makes me feel old too. Let's see, I know now we are gonna, I kind of jokingly say this, we're gonna do the drawing for, these are the Sweet Soiree. This was that Memories and More card pack that you could get free with an order during Celebration, but I had an extra one. Oh, thank you, Nikki. And so this was the thing that we put in the drawing from last week's Facebook Live. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome, Marianne, thank you. And then I always lose my train of thought. I apologize. There's no good way to do that, right? Because I love to make sure that you guys know that I see your comments because I appreciate them. But then, man, and it's like squirrel, squirrel, like he's like on top of my head right now too, so I can't think. Well, I was talking about these, right? So, oh, I know. So anytime you put an online order in, and this was last week, so between last Friday and this past Wednesday, your name went in the drawing to win the Sweet Soiree Memories and More card kit. And then you also get the projects that I demonstrated last week. So we only had one person put an online order in, and that was Marianne McGinnis. So I got her name on this little piece of paper here too. I'm gonna stick that right on there. So Marianne wins. She's like a huge winner this week. So awesome, congratulations, Marianne. See, so if you put online orders in, like you generally are, you know, your odds are really good of winning the drawing, right? And then you just always get lots of free stuff. So Marianne, I'm going to be sending out a big package to you because you're going to get those Tutti Frutti Sequins that you just won earlier. And then you're going to get the Sweet Soiree Memories and More card kit. And then I also want to show you guys, because you know I always say, if you put in an online order of $30, your name goes in the drawing, and then you always get the projects that I demonstrate. And if you bump your order up to $50, now Celebration has ended, so you won't get that Celebration choice anymore, but I always say you get a free embellishment from me in your thank you card. And I thought I need to let people know, because maybe people don't all know what that is. And every month it's different. So at the beginning of the month I decide, and I haven't actually quite decided yet what I'm going to do for April. But so back in March, I decided that everyone was going to get a package of, and these don't look very exciting like in the little package, but these are the Whisper White note cards and envelopes. Yeah, the Whisper White narrow note cards and envelopes. And you get 20, and they're like the thick Whisper White cardstock, and then the cute tall envelopes. So you guys may remember from last week, I'll show you these. Do you guys remember all of these cute cards? Because I demonstrated a few, or one, or I don't even remember how many I did, right? But so you could make these cute cards, right? And then these were the envelopes that I decorated too. Let me see if I can get these kind of fanned out here. So you guys remember those cute envelopes too? Maybe I'm flashing those too quickly. So anyway, anybody that put an online order in the entire month of March is going to get a package of these Whisper White narrow note cards envelopes in their thank you card or thank you package, because this is not going to just fit in a card. So isn't that awesome? So just so you guys knew that I try to pick, like, I think they're pretty awesome free embellishments every single month. But you have to put at least a $50 order in, and you need to use the host code, okay? But so I thought you guys needed to know what those were. So Marianne's gonna get these as well in her thank you package. So she's like racking up the goodies. Plus she's gonna get the projects from last week that I demonstrated too. So congratulations, Marianne. Okay, what else? What else? I think I need a quick sip of water. Hold on just a sec while I check my notes here. Okay, so what am I going to give away this week? I love all these giveaways. And that host code has really allowed me to be able to kind of get some awesome prizes and kind of stock up on things. So I've got like fun ideas for us for the next few weeks too. So this week, you are going to have your name entered into the drawing. Can you guys see this is the bubble over stamp set? And I know I did a cute project, at least one of them, with this stamp set. Maybe a few weeks ago anyway, on the Facebook Live video. But so anytime you put an online order in just of at least $30 between now and next Wednesday, your name is going to go in the drawing to win the bubble over stamp set, okay? And then you'll also get the projects that I'm going to demonstrate later on in the video too. So woohoo! Let's see. What else? What else? Yeah, I did show that. I think I kind of went out of order, so I got to do a quick double check. Did I mention too, next Monday, April 9th, that's awesome, Kim, she loves the stamp set, what they call the last chance list is going to come out, and that'll be the list of everything that's in the annual catalog and the occasions catalog that is not going to carry over into the next annual catalog. So be watching for that. I'll make sure to post on our Facebook page, and if you go to stampinup.com, the list will be right on there too, or not even list, actually that's almost the best place to look, because the list can be super overwhelming, but on stampinup.com there'll be pictures of everything too, so the names and pictures, so you can kind of scroll through it that way. So I would not hesitate very long. If there's something that you see on the last chance list, put your online order in, use the host code. I'm going to give you that in just a little bit. And my host code is always on my blog at gatheringinkspiration.com. But put your online order in and get the stuff that's on that last chance list, and do it as quickly as possible, because things really do start selling out. May is like the most annoying month in some ways, honestly, because people are trying to order things and I go to put orders in and they're not available anymore. So, but the very beginning of April, we're still generally okay. I mean, unless someone just, I don't know, orders something like crazy, which it can happen. So anyway, I'm just kind of warning you guys that this is kind of an annoying time coming up with this last chance list. So get what you want, including, I know I've said it a few weeks, but I'm going to do one last plug, because I think maybe I said this too, but I feel like I've done a really good job of reminding everybody about the in colors that are going to be retiring. Sorry, like I need to stand up. So make sure you get all the products in our 2016-18 in colors: Dapper Denim, Sweet Sugar Plum, Emerald Envy, Flirty Flamingo, and Peekaboo Peach. So cardstock, ink pads, ink refills, markers, ribbon, embellishments. I think that's it. Get that stuff. Like, do it this weekend even before, because these things, all these colors are going to be on the last chance list, and then those are usually the first things to sell out. So I won't be saying it anymore. You guys have been warned. Okay. Let's see, what else? I think I'm ready to move the camera down. Okay. So I am going to do that now. So turn your heads away for just a sec. Okay. Sorry, my hand. I know, I'm going to miss those in colors too, Nikki. Hi, Joyce. I'm so glad I'm seeing that you're joining us. Thank you so much. It's good to have you with us too. I hope everything's good for you. All right, I'm flipping the camera down. All right, that looks good. Okay, so just a quick recap. I've enjoyed doing this, and I think people appreciate just kind of seeing what's on the calendar. First thing that I will mention that's actually not on here, but April 10, so next Tuesday, is the last day to RSVP for the one-day retreat and the Stamp and Blends class that is on April 21, okay? So if you are interested in the one-day retreat or the Stamp and Blends class, let me know as soon as possible, because that's the drop dead deadline is April 10, because I need to get everything ordered and make all the cute table treats and everything for everybody and get your goodie bags all set. So there's lots to do. This is the month where I'm like, okay, I'm getting all, well, not month, but this weekend is when I'm going to be prepping bunches of stuff for the one-day retreat and the Stamp and Blends class. So next week is our Simple Beautiful card class. That is always the second Wednesday of every month. So there's 1, 2, you can like religiously find your calendar, count 1, 2, and there's my Simple Beautiful card class anytime from 4 until 9. And then on Friday, so 2 days later, on Friday, same cards as Wednesday night, Simple Beautiful card class on Wednesday from 1 until 3. The following week is our group gathering. That's always the third Tuesday of every month. And then what's later? Oh, I have to show you guys these too. So I came up with my next class to go. It's called the Tutti Frutti class to go. I'm going to show you the projects in just a few minutes. But RSVPs are going to be due 2 weeks from now. So on Friday, April 20th, RSVPs will be due for that Tutti Frutti card class. Okay, to go. It's a to-go kit, so I mail it to you, ship it to you, or put it down at the studio for you to pick up. And then on the last Tuesday of April is our scrapbook class and memory keeping classes, and those are anytime from 4 until 9 p.m. And then at the very end of the month is the celebration. If you guys can see that, my scribbles are not so good, but that's the last Saturday of the month. And everyone should have been notified if you qualified for the celebration party event. I emailed and posted on Facebook, and we're going to be doing 2 different time slots, I'm calling them, from 1 to 3 on the 28th or from 3:30 to 5:30, because the studio is not that big and I want to make sure I have enough room for everybody. Okay, so that's kind of the calendar for April. I will put links to all of the events on the comments to this Facebook Live video. And then you guys know this, if you want to find any of this information ever, just go to gatheringinkspiration.com, and all the links like to events and the to-go kits and everything, they're all on there. Okay? All right, let me peek at my notes again to make sure. Yeah, okay. Oh, I have to show you guys. This is, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the cards from the other classes. Sorry, needed to get another sip of water. So, do I want to show? No, I'm going to wait and show you this later. I hope I don't forget. Okay, that's all right. I'm changing things up a little bit. You know, that's really going to like throw me. But okay, so that Stamp and Blends class that I was talking about, and I know I showed you guys these before. Oh, here's Joyce. She says, sorry she's late. Oh, you're on your way to Alabama. Nice. Oh, I hope you have a great trip, Joyce. That'll be fun to see your son and grandkids. Okay, so here we go. These are the cards that we are making in, can you guys see all of those? So in the Stamp and Blends class, and you guys probably know this, that you cannot order the Stamp and Blends right now, but I have a stash of them. So if you sign up for this class, you can still get some of the Stamp and Blends markers, okay? So this class is a $30 class, and it includes 2 sets of the Stamp and Blends markers, the Rich Razzleberry and the Daffodil Delight markers, and the color lifter. Now, I don't have extra of the color lifter, so we're going to have to get that to you as soon as they're available, but I'll have mine that you can use that day, so that'll work. And then you will be able to get the Rich Razzleberry and Daffodil Delight, or if you want other colors, just let me know, because I've got kind of a variety of colors that you could choose from. But that class features the Color Me Happy stamp set, and it's $30 for all of those Stamp and Blends and the 4 projects. If you are interested in the Color Me Happy stamp set, then the class is $48 to include the stamp set, all of 5 of those blends, and the 4 cards. So again, RSVPs for this class that is happening on Saturday, April 21 are due this Tuesday, April 10. Okay? All right, so that's that. And then, oh my gosh, okay. So I have to show you guys the Tutti Frutti to-go kit class. And I did do a YouTube video. So if I screw up on what I'm going to tell you guys right now, the YouTube video is more correct than, I don't think I'm going to screw up. I'm not sure why I said that, but just in case. Okay, so I'm going to fan these cards out here too, because they're all, oh my gosh, they're so, can you guys see how much fun they are? Okay, so here, these are the options. Right? I'm going to put that up there too. So option number 1 for the Tutti Frutti class to go is, and you get a whole bunch of product too. So you get the fruit basket stamp set, you get all 4 of the little itty bitty fruit punches, and then you get a full pack, and I didn't bring it with me, but you get a full pack of the Tutti Frutti Designer Series paper. Can you guys see? This paper is awesome. Oops, that flipped way too quickly. But you guys kind of get the idea. And I know I've shown you this paper because we used it on a bunch of projects last week. So full pack, it's 48 sheets of 6x6 paper. Plus, you get 4 different cards, and then you're going to make 2 of each of them. And I give you all the parts and pieces to make these cards. Plus, you get the PDF tutorial on how to do them step by step. Okay, so that option number 1 is $63. Option number 2 is if you don't want the punches, okay? So you are still going to get the fruit basket stamp set, you're still going to get the Tutti Frutti DSP, and you're still going to get all 8 projects, well, 2 of each of these 4 cards, plus the PDF tutorial. That option number 2 is $41. Then option number 3 is if you already own the fruit basket stamp set, so you don't need the stamp set, You do need to make sure that you own it though, because you won't be able to do any of your stamping, right, if you don't have this, because I cannot do any of the stamping for you. So if you already have the fruit basket stamp set, you don't want the punches either, you are going to get the full pack of the Tutti Frutti Designer Series paper, and then you're going to get all 8 make and takes, 2 of each of them, plus the PDF tutorial. That option number 3 is $28. Option number 1, 2, and 3 all are shipping priority mail for $7, or if you choose the studio pickup option, then there's no shipping charge, okay? Option number 4 is if you don't want any of this stuff, you just want the PDF tutorial, you have your own stamp set and punches and paper and cardstock and ribbon and everything, then just the PDF tutorial, I can email that to you right away. That option is $15. Then the last option, number 5, is for anyone in the Inspired Stampers group in my downline. You can get the make and take, so 2 of each of these cards. And I don't know if I said this, but I cut everything. So like on this card, I cut all of these pieces. I give you the ribbon. I do this die cutting. This is with the stitched shape framelits, and I give you a little piece of the yellow, the Daffodil Delight cardstock. You do your own stamping, okay? So I want you guys, if you're in my downline, to order all of the product yourself through your own demo ID number so that you can get your discount on everything. So you are just going to get the make and takes, 2 of each of these plus the PDF tutorial. It's a significant discount. It's only $12 for all 8 of the cards and the PDF tutorial, okay? And if you're not in the Inspired Stampers group and you want to be, you can join anytime. The starter kit deal is still awesome. It's always, the general kind of deal that we have is pick $125 in product, pay just $99 plus sales tax. And then you get all the awesome benefits of being in the Inspired Stampers group. Okay, let me show you because I'm afraid I'm going to forget. So these are the cards themselves. There's this really cute, I mean, look at the paper and that super cute little stamp, the little pineapples. They're just so cute. And then this one says, "You are the sweetest," with the little strawberries and the ribbon. And again, I die cut and give you everything, even the little Tutti Frutti sequin there. We make a great pair. Isn't this a cute one with the 2 little pears and the little baby heart? I die cut all of that for you and cut everything else. And then all this, I love this color combination with the real red and Bermuda Bay and those cute melons. And this one, so it says yay right there. And then on the inside, if you can see, I did the happy birthday to you as well. So you'll know that that's a birthday card. Okay, so awesome to-go kit class. Let me know if you're interested. Registration does close on April 20th, and then the kits, expected shipping date for the kits is May 2nd. I'll put the link to this to-go kit class in the comments, and then you can always find it on my YouTube channel at Gathering Inkspiration Stamp Studio. Okay, all of the to-go kits are on there. And you guys should know too, once the to-go kit RSVP is done, once the to-go kit class is done, the PDF tutorials are always available. So you can always find those on Gathering Inkspiration Stamp Studio YouTube channel, and you can find the link in the details of each of those videos to purchase the PDFs also. Okay, so let me know if you guys have any questions on that. Thank you, Marianne. I know this is one of those suites of products that I cannot stop playing with. I'm sure I've said that. Because I don't think it's, a lot of these don't carry over, so I'm trying to get as much fun time in with them as I can. And the other thing I want to tell you guys about while I'm thinking about it, so this, I just brought this over because this was kind of a nice, kind of quick to be able to show you all of the patterns in the Tutti Frutti Designer Series paper. But what you guys also should know is this, and this is like spoiler alert. So if you're a club member, you might want to turn your ears, or close your ears, turn your eyes away for a sec. But this is the treat that I'm giving everyone that is in any of my clubs. So it's just a nice sampler pack. You get 1 sheet of each of the Tutti Frutti cardstock, and then I made a cute little tag that says, "Here's to celebrating you," with some of this awesome lemon lime twist mini striped ribbon. So anyone that is in the Simple Beautiful card class, the memory keeping class, the scrapbook class, and the class to go, actually any club members. And if you want information on how to become a club member and get cute treats and prizes and things from me each month, just let me know, because I'd love to have people, you know, obviously if you're long distance, the one for you is the class to go kit. And I always give, you guys saw the different options, so I put different price points out there so it doesn't have to be, you know, crazy expensive for you to get these to go kits. And honestly, if you want to make substitutions, we can figure that out too. Like if you already had the fruit basket stamp set and you wanted to get the Tutti Frutti class to go, we can figure something out there too. So I'm flexible on a lot of that, but I just wanted everybody to know I love to spoil my club members, because basically they've committed to me that they want to hang out with me every month for the next 12 months at class, or to get the to-go kits shipped to them. So let me know if you have any questions on that, okay? All right, talking. I have to check my notes again, but I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job here. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I'm going to get my little grid paper out, and then, oh, here's the host code too. I'm going to show you guys that. So I think we are about ready. I'm going to move that over so I can make sure am I in the center? You guys can see the top and the bottom, right? Okay. So here's the deal. Don't forget, and it's the same every single month. If you put a $30 online order in by this Wednesday at midnight, you'll get the projects that we're going to demonstrate next, and your name is entered into the drawing to win. Where did it go? Did I move it? Where's the bubble over? Here. Is going to get your name in the drawing to win the bubble over stamp set. Okay? Make sure you use the host code, the NEW9DNVM, that you can always find on gatheringinkspiration.com. When you bump your order up to $50, you're going to get a free embellishment from me. Like I said, it won't be the narrow note cards and envelopes, because that was the March gift, but it's going to be some other awesome prize from either the annual or occasions catalog. I just haven't quite decided yet. So I'll keep you posted. Okay, now I can show you guys. This is what I wanted to show you, and I'm going to make sure to not to forget. Okay, I'm moving that up out of the way a little bit. So, oh, I need another sip of water though. All right. So you guys may have seen this. I did do a YouTube video on how to make this banner. Now it's all like wrapped up in itself. But let's see here. Have you guys seen this yet? This is my party banner. Okay. Can you guys see it all? Isn't this so cute? Oh my gosh. So it was my dad's wife, Jennifer. It was her birthday last Friday. So I think it was after my Facebook Live video last week. I had the idea, well, I had seen it. This is actually, you know, very few of these things are really my ideas. I find so many on Pinterest and other people's blogs that I follow. Oh, thank you, Miriam. So, but the thing is that this was a training that I went to in Lansing, and there were just a bunch of awesome displays, and this banner was on display there, but I forget who made it. So I apologize. I really do like to give credit to whoever I case things from. And this one, I just don't know who did it. So thank you to whoever did the display with this awesome party banner. But if you have any interest in learning how to make this, just go to my YouTube channel. So Gathering Ink, like I-N-K, Inkspiration Stamp Studio. And there is a video on how to make this awesome party banner. Okay. The real reason why I'm showing you guys this is because all of this designer series paper is part of the Picture Perfect Party, I think it's called, designer series paper pack. And we are using, so you guys have probably seen, right, tons of cards made with that suite, with the stamp set and with the designer series paper. So the card, oh, thank you, Nikki. And you know what I should say too, mine obviously said party, but you could have it say whatever you want. And whatever theme. So maybe it's for a baby shower or for a little kid's birthday or whatever. Yeah, it is. Nikki's saying it's her favorite. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. So go check out, because I didn't want to go through lots of details on that, but go check out how to make that on my YouTube video. But my point was, so all the dimensions and everything are on there too. So if you don't want to do that exact one, if you can follow kind of the pattern, because that's what I'm already thinking, ooh, I could make other banners for lots of other things, you know, depending on what the occasion is. Just pick your designer series paper that seems appropriate, and then the designer series paper always gives you all of the colors that are included in it, so then it makes it really easy to coordinate everything too, and then just find other fun embellishments and things. Okay, all right, so this is the first project that I am going to demonstrate for you guys today. Can you see? So these donuts, oh my gosh, it makes me want to like go buy a donut and eat one right now. They look so yummy. And then this is some of the awesome, the lemon lime twist ombre ribbon, and then my favorite Tutti Frutti sequins, and then the happiest of birthdays to you. And then this awesome envelope. I just lined like the kind of flap of the envelope, right? So I'm going to show you guys how I did this. And obviously this is a pretty simple card, but I love this idea to use kind of this photographic imagery paper, because you don't really need to do a lot with it. Just find a cute stamp that works sentiment-wise with what you want to say, and then layer it with some of that cute paper. So I'm sure you guys have seen, right? But this is, and honestly, I have so many packs of this paper, so this might be even more than you get, because I feel like it's pretty full. And you love the envelope. Thank you, Sherilyn. Me too. Oh, and let me say too, I cased these. This project I found on stampinpretty.com. It's Mary Fish's blog. She's one of our top demonstrators and always has. I've like always admired her projects. And so honestly, it was late last night when I was prepping for this Facebook Live. The week kind of got away from me and trying to get everything caught up, I guess. So I hopped on over to Mary Fish's blog, like I said, and I saw this project on there. So you can see it on hers as well, but I'm going to show you how to do it right here too. Okay, and then this is the paper, right? So I'm going to try to flip so you guys can you kind of see? I know it's hard, right? But I love like those little, the balloons, and then yeah, see this is way more. You only get 4 sheets. So I've pulled apart packs. Those are, I don't know, sequins or something, and then some confetti. Yeah, so you only get 4 sheets. Sorry guys, I have a bunch. I don't know how many packs of this paper I have, but the fun balloons too. So lots and lots of cute, fun imagery. I love the party hats too. Can you guys see those? All right, so let's get making this card. You wanna? All right, let me get all my pieces out. I think I'm gonna do the stamping first. I always like to do that and kind of get that done and out of the way so we can use our big shot. Okay, let's get everything. All right, here we go. I think we're ready. So this stamp is from the Picture Perfect Birthday. Yeah, like Nikki said, it's her favorite suite. It's that first, like the first couple of pages when you open the catalog. And I just love the font. I love the saying. So we're using the happiest of birthdays to you. Okay, that's the stamp that we're going to use. And let me actually move this out of the way over here. Okay, so I've got my basic black ink. Okay, and this is that linen ink pad, so you can, and this might shake a little bit, but I don't want to say pound, but you kind of do, because I really want to make sure. This is one, it's not the squishy. You would never ever push this hard on one of our firm foam ink pads. But last night when I was doing it, I didn't get enough ink, but I did today, so good. Okay, so I was really trying to make sure that I got that. Okay. So we are going to cut this out with our, here they are, our stitched shape framelits, if you guys can see those. And I think, yes, I did myself a favor. I like to put it in the back here. So this is the oval. It's the second largest oval with the stitching on it. So that's going to go right on there like that. Okay. So let's grab the big shot. You guys see? Yeah. Okay. Crank my handle out of there. So I've got my magnetic platform. Whoops. Drop that right on the wood floors. Oh, okay, to bend over and pick it up. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. What's everybody saying? Oh, yes, the way that they're doing the font with the stamps. I agree, Kim. This is a perfect example of that too, with the kind of fun cursive and then the little bit more blocky on some of the other words. Okay, so that's good there. We're going to put our other clear piece on top, and we're going to crank our handle. Okay. There we go. Simple enough, right? Okay, I'm going to move the big shot out of the way. We're going to need that again, but not for a little while. Okay, so that just popped right out of there, all right? Here, I was looking for, where's my adhesive? Okay, so let me give you dimensions also on these things. Let's just start with the card base, right? Okay, so the thick Whisper White card base, you guys all know this now, right? So it's an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. I cut it in half at 5.5, right along there, and then I scored it in half at 4 1/4. Okay, to make our nice crisp fold on our card. Okay, then I have a piece of basic black cardstock. That, I've got funny glare, don't I, when I keep doing that? All right, hopefully that's not driving anybody crazy. So this basic black cardstock measures 3.5 by 5 inches. Okay, and then our designer series paper, and there's another fun print on the back, right? This designer series paper measures 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. And I think that's it. That's all we need to know for measurements. Okay, so I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of this guy. I'm going to layer him right on my basic black piece. Just trying to make sure it looks even all the way around the edges. Then we're going to add some more adhesive on the back of our black piece. Okay, so this is very simple. I'm going to fold that in half because I've already scored it. But you can see, I mean, all the different designer paper, the patterns that are in this DSP pack. You guys know that DSP stands for Designer Series Paper. I try to, whenever I use that DSP, I try to spell it out first and put DSP in parentheses, but sometimes I think people are still like, what's DSP? So that's what it is, Designer Series Paper. And you know what, as I'm talking, I realize, oh shoot, I should have, you know what we could probably do? I did tie this around there and tie a bow, but I think I could probably just, in this case, we're just gonna make a bow and I'm gonna stick it on the side. And I think that will probably look just as cute because most of it's covered up there so you can barely see it. And since I had already adhered it to the card, that's what we're doing with this one. So there we go, okay? Get my bow made. I'm gonna grab my scissors. I'm gonna snip that off, okay? I love this ombre ribbon. So pretty. Can you guys all see that? So the kind of dark to light or light to dark, depending on how you're looking at it. What is Marianne saying? That the paper grew on her. It's funny that, you know, that happens with a lot of these things, right? It doesn't catch your eye necessarily in the beginning, and then the more you see people play with it, and people have played with this a ton because it's other people, it's caught their eye, right? So yeah, that's how it works. I love it though. I guess because I'm like a huge sweet tooth, and so much of it is like the donuts and the cookies, and yeah, oh my gosh, I made some cute cards with the cookies too. Send them to people that are in my Inkspired Stampers group, some new downline members, with a stamp that said best decision ever, like to eat the cookie or to join the group. I don't know, maybe both. Okay, so we're gonna put that guy right about there, and then I'm gonna grab, so I just put dimensionals on the back of that sentiment, right? And where's the beginning of this? Then I'm gonna use a glue dot. So you guys know, just stick your ribbon right on here. Do not try to peel that glue dot off, because oops, that didn't even work. Push it again. It always gets all like rolled up, balled up. Let's see, what do we want to do? Maybe, I think I'm going to do it like that this time. There, and I'm going to trim that just come on ribbon, trim that just a touch, okay? And then we need our Tutti Frutti sequins. Okay, so have you guys all played with these? So we've got the bright pink, so they've got the glue dot on the back of them. So just peel that off and put that guy there. And then we're going to use one of, so that was the bright pink, if I didn't say that. Now we're going to use what I called lemon lime twist. I'm going to put one of those on there, and then we're going to use the bright orange. Now this is kind of a partial pack. You only get one of each of these. I just tend to start putting everything together in one thingy. So one of each color. There's also a light blue and a kind of a lighter yellow that you may not have seen. Did I get the glue dot? Nope. So every once in a while that happens. Just pick your sequin back up and stick it back down on the glue dot to make sure you've gotten it, and then put that on. So, isn't that cute? I mean, the card was cute, but then you put those sequins on there, and I think it's even more fun. So there, happiest of birthdays to you. So that's the card. Now for the envelope. So this is another piece of the Picture Perfect birthday designer series paper. And these are the balloons. I think, I don't know, maybe they go up to 9 because that's a 3. There's a 2. That looks like maybe it's a 9, right? But we're going to use this stripy side because I loved this side. And where's my, oh yeah, it is right here. Okay. So we are going to use our Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue, okay? Oh, I should tell you, this is just a piece of 3x6 designer series paper. Yep, 3 inches by 6 inches. So it comes in 6x6, so I just cut it in half at 3 inches, okay? Now, for our Tombow, we're going to just, and sorry if I'm pounding and making a mess on here. There, okay. Or wiggling, I don't know what I just said. We're going to just kind of add a little bit, and I don't want to squeeze too hard. I just want a little bit, and I'm going as close to the edge as I can without getting too close, because I don't want the designer series paper to lift up at all, kind of around the edges. And then I'm just going to take this and I'm going to kind of try to line it up along the top. And the nice thing about this Tombow is it lets you move the paper a little bit, but I think that looks good. Okay, so once I feel like I've gotten it where I wanted, and again, you saw how little, I hope you did, I didn't lift that up, so, but it's not, I used very little. This glue is pretty tacky and adhesive, sticky, very sticky, okay? And you don't want it all out over all the edges. That's just icky. Okay, so now basically we're going to use our paper snips, and we are just going to cut right around here. Yes, Kim, you're right. It's those sequins set it right off, don't they? They just add a little bit more kind of party fun to the card. Okay, and so do you guys see I'm just kind of carefully trimming around the edges. Oh yeah, thank you. A nice way to put the DSP. Yes, and it's so easy too. You just kind of keep cutting around, and I probably, maybe 2.5 inches would have been enough. I just wanted to make sure that I had enough. Sometimes my thumb gets in the way a little bit, but that envelope is thick enough that it really kind of helps guide as you cut along there. And you know, honestly, if you trim a little bit off, I don't think anybody's really even going to notice, because at the end of it all, what they're really going to see is the awesome stripes on the envelope. So isn't that so cool? So there is your first project, right? So anyone that puts in an online order is going to get the card and the envelope sent to them. Make sure you use that host code, right? And then your name's going to go in the drawing to win the Bubble Over stamp set. And then let me show you the next project that I'm going to demonstrate for you. All right, so hold on. I gotta get organized for a moment here, because I like to try to keep all this stuff together so that if I have to make more projects for all the online orders that come in, that I don't have to scramble around trying to figure out where everything is again. Okay, so let me just scoot this stuff out of the way. Okay. I think I need those. All right, we're good to go. So next project, actually, hold on. I'm going to move that back in here just for a minute because I got to grab a quick sip of water and get the stuff that we need for this next one. Okay. You know what? Well, I just realized I didn't think I had my catalog, but this is that Picture Perfect Party Suite. You guys, I know, have seen this, because how could you not? Because it's just so awesome and fun. There are the donuts. They cut the donuts out on that card too. Treat yourself. Happy birthday, it says. So just see how you can use any of these kind of examples and just kind of run with them with the different patterns of paper. There is the Picture Perfect birthday stamp set. And what was I feel, oh no, it's a different suite. I love though that they're using these little Stampin' Spots. So these are like just little, only about that big. Can you see my finger? I don't even know, maybe 1.5 inches. So they're not super big, but they actually hold a lot of ink. I first bought all of these 10 years ago when I first started, because I wanted all the ink pads, but I didn't want to spend the money to buy all the big ones right away. And I was amazed at how long they were inky. So, and you can re-ink them too. So those are awesome. If you don't have some of the colors, they come in berry Berry Burst, Bermuda Bay, Peekaboo Peach, and Pool Party. And then those mini binder clips, I used those on that banner that I showed you guys a few minutes ago. And then the awesome Designer Series paper, the Picture Perfect Party DSP, or Designer Series paper. Okay, so for our next project, I made a note. We're going to flip to page 50 of, you guys know this is the Occasions catalog, right? That's where we're looking. So on page 50 is the Lovely Wishes stamp set. And this is one that I think I got back at On Stage when I went back in November to Salt Lake City. And I've used it a little bit, but it's kind of one of those that, ooh, I got to get that out and play with that some more, because I used it on the one project that I'm going to show you next. But I see as I'm looking at it now, especially, you know, when you're not tired, how these things jump out at you like, oh, you could do that or you could do that. And last night, none of the things, nothing was jumping out at me as I was trying to prep for this. But this is just an awesome stamp set. Just so you are one of a kind, great sentiments. You warm my heart and wishing you a lovely day. And then with some really pretty flowers and leaves and embellishments and things on it. So, well, Amy Jo, welcome. I'm glad you can join us. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the last project that we're going to demonstrate. So let me get things out here. Oh, yeah, that's right. I did. I used the blends on this one too. I feel like kind of like I shouldn't be showing them, but I have to, because you guys can still get the blends if you come to the Stamp and Blends class on April 21st. Okay, so let me make sure. I'm going to kind of pull everything out here that we need, right? Actually, let me move, because we're going to do, you know what, on this one, actually, I die cut first, and then I did my coloring. So let's do that. Let's just grab so I have just a piece of Whisper White cardstock right here that I'm going to cut out my oval. Because normally I would say to do the other way where you stamp and then you die cut, but I wanted to make sure everything fit the way I wanted it to. So we're going to do it opposite of how I normally would. All right, so I'm going to grab the Big Shot back. Okay, put that guy right there. You guys all see. I got my magnetic platform again. I got my one clear cutting piece underneath, my Whisper White cardstock, and then these are the layering oval framelits. You can see mine are always a total mess, even with the magnetic strips, but that's okay. Doesn't really bother me that much. And then this is, did I figure out, I think it's the largest straight edge. So there are some, can you see with the scallop edge, really, really cute. I used these actually on the To-Go Kit class. But this one that we're using is just the straight edge oval. So we're going to put that right on there. I'm going to put our other clear piece right on top, and we're going to crank our handle. And, sorry, the wiggle wiggle. The sun keeps kind of going in and out too, so I don't know if you guys notice it on the video. It's like it's light and it's dark. Okay. All right, scooting the Big Shot out of the way. Actually, that piece too. Okay, so here is our Whisper White piece that we are going to do our stamping with. Now this time, here is the Lovely Wishes stamp set. Again, it's a 19-piece photopolymer, so clear all the way through stamp, okay? Let's see, so we need to use the basic black, or actually the tuxedo black Memento ink, because we are using our Stampin' Blends. If we were to use the other archival black ink, it is it could bleed with our Stampin' Blends. So you just want to make sure to know that if you use the Stampin' Blends, you need the black Memento ink so that nothing kind of smears or bleeds, okay? So actually I'm going to move that out of the way. Scoot those up here, and so I've got my black Memento ink. And this one, I'm going to turn it over this way and just kind of ink it up right on its back side almost. Okay, so again, always the nice kind of easy tap, tap, tap. This is another like a little bit firmer ink pad, so I can press a little bit harder, okay? And I want that maybe right about there. Let's see how I did. I feel like it moved when I set it down, but that's good. Okay. Oops, and then I didn't need to take the lid off yet. Now we're going to do our sentiment, the wishing you a lovely day. Okay. Stamp that guy just straight down and straight up. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to move that stuff right out of the way. All right, and okay, what else are we using? I'm going to give you measurements on things now too, okay? So this is just another simple card. Really kind of been into simple, I guess because it was late too. But just very, very pretty, right? So this is a piece of old olive cardstock that measures the 8.5 by 11. This time I cut it in half, oops, at 4 1/4, right along there, right? And then I scored it in half along the 11-inch side at 5 1/2, okay? So that's that one. Then we have a piece of the, oh my gosh, I'm totally drawing a blank. This is some of, is it maybe, oh gosh, I don't know, Petal Passion Designer Series paper. It's a 6x6 paper pack that is in the annual catalog. So this side is Sweet Sugar Plum, one of our retiring in colors, and then isn't this so pretty? So more Sweet Sugar Plum roses with some Pool Party and Old Olive. And you could almost, I wonder what that would look like. I don't know if that would be too busy. I'm going to keep it the other way, but that might be something fun to try. If you want a little bit more floral, you could put that piece on there instead. Okay. Oh, and this piece measures, what does it measure? 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Okay. So let's add this piece to our card. We're just going to run our adhesive along the edges there. Okay. I'm going to fold my card in half. So just kind of like to put that at a little bit of an angle there, right? Now this one, because the ribbon really does add a lot to the card, I'm going to tie this around the whole thing. And this is that Sweet Sugar Plum, the striped, the mini striped ribbon that actually last week, this was part of the giveaway that I did for commenting and sharing on last week's video. I think it was Nancy won a sampler, so she got 2 yards of each of this in color striped ribbon that will be retiring. This is one of those, oops, I did that the wrong way. I'm trying to make the tail a little bit longer. I like my bows to be good size. I don't want them to be too tiny because it really plays kind of a big part on this card, I think. Adds a lot to it. Let's see if I'm doing a good job there. Okay, so that doesn't look so good at first, right? So you just kind of start playing with it. I'm trying to hold the knot so it doesn't get too, and it always does. And these tails kind of have a mind of their own too, but we'll just kind of keep pulling that until we get it the size that we want. I think that looks good there. And trim that, okay? And then just carefully, you don't want to rip your cardstock, but if you kind of carefully move it over, that works there, okay? Now to do our coloring. Okay, so these are, I know I've showed you guys these before, but just in case you did not see any of the previous videos, these Stampin' Blends, and like I said, I think they were so popular that they sold so many of them, or maybe the manufacturer couldn't keep up, I don't know. But basically they went into a pretty, well, a back order situation, I'll say. So Stampin' Up! Decided to kind of turn off all of the item codes, so we can't order them right now, but they'll be available soon. I think they said June, and you know, honestly, a lot of times they kind of estimate longer than it really takes. So just hold tight. These are awesome markers. If you have them, enjoy them, and if you don't, you will be able to enjoy them very soon. Okay, so in this case, I've got Old Olive, a light and a dark, and they come in 2 tips. So can you guys see there's like a skinny tip and a fat tip on both the light and the dark. So I'm going to start, I like to start with my light Old Olive and then the fat tip, because this is a good enough area to, oh, what's Marianne asking? No, I do not heat dry the ink at all. So I stamped it a little bit ago. And so I think you just, you know, maybe stamp it and let it sit for a sec, but I have never used my, my heat tool on any of the stamping, and I've done okay with it. So I think you're all right. Maybe just stamp it and let it sit for a sec. Okay, so I am just coloring everything, like all of the leaves in all over the place. And that's why I'm using this fat edge, because there's enough to color in. If you had a really small area, and I apologize, I'm trying to do this standing up because I really love to see the comments that come in, and my phone is kind of up above, so if I sit down, I can't see the comments, but then it's a little bit harder to color standing up than it is sitting down. Okay, so that's kind of the first step. Then I used my dark, and I'm trying to remember, I think I'm going to use the skinnier tip on this one. Okay, so the dark skinny tip, Old Olive, and maybe just adding a little bit of shading kind of along the top edge, or maybe there might be some shadows, I guess I would say. Okay, so and you can see, get that cap back on there, and you want to make sure to push those straight on and off. If you try to twist them, I think that they just don't fit on. They don't come on and off very well. But let me lift this up so you guys, can you see? There's a pretty significant line there between the dark and the light. So now what I'm going to do is use this, the light, and again the fat tip edge, and I'm going to just kind of work to blend that line there. So just kind of with this circular motion, I'm just kind of going over that line to kind of soften it up. So it kind of it blends, truly. That's why they're called the Stampin' Blends. And if it dries and you feel like it needs to be blended a little bit more, because it's funny how this happens to me all the time. When I first do it, it looks like, oh, it blended. And then it dries instantly almost, I feel like, and oh, okay, then it lightened up a little bit, so then you can go back over it. So you just kind of keep working with that. Okay, let's see, what does Nikki have to say? The blends are awesome. Oh, you need 5 more. Okay, that's good. So you've got a bunch of them. Yeah, so just play with the ones you have, and they'll be here soon enough. There's so much other good stuff to play with. I know that we have lots to play with in the meantime. So now, because these are my Rich Razzleberry light and dark markers, I am going to just use the light Rich Razzleberry because Rich Razzleberry is quite a bit deeper and darker than this Sweet Sugar Plum. So I don't want this flower to get this tulip to get too dark. And I'm going to use my skinny tip because last night when I was doing this, I used my fat tip and I kind of went outside the edge. And then I tried to use my color lifter, which you kind of can do, but that's when it smeared it a little bit, Marianne. That's the one thing that I noticed with that one. So I'm hoping this one's going to get colored really nicely, and then you're going to not even get to see that other one that's smeared a little bit. So I'm not really even going to do too much shading, maybe a tiny bit, just because there's not a lot of room to work. And again, I don't want this to be, so just kind of right along there. Maybe I'll do a little bit, then I'm going to come back in with this lighter and just swirl it just a little bit. I think that's going to be good. There, okay? So that's my general idea, is I color it in with the fat, lighter marker of the two, and then I add some darker, a lot of times with the skinnier tip because I don't want it to bleed too far. It all depends on how big your image is, really. And then I go back with my light, usually my fat tip again, and kind of swirl to, you know, in a circular motion to kind of blend the two light and dark areas together. So hopefully that makes sense. Honestly, it's just something you need to play with, and they are so much fun and so kind of forgiving and easy to work with. So I'm going to show you though. Do you see how it bleeds through? So make sure you have a work surface underneath here. You don't want it to bleed through, you know, onto your good wood table or something. Okay, so now we're going to add some dimensionals on the back of this one. Okay, and pop this on here. All right, and then we're going to just kind of add him maybe right about there. And then the other thing I had to use, I was like, oh, I need one more little thing on here. So these are just, oh, thanks, Kim. She says, that's sharp. Okay, so these are, if you can see them, maybe on this hand a little bit better, right? What are these? The Old Olive, what are they? The metallic enamel shapes, I think, that come in kind of small circles, some larger circles, some hearts, and some stars. So these are the Old Olive ones that are part of the Brights collection. So you would get all 10 Brights colors in all of those, you know, there'd be a sheet of each color. So I'm just going to peel off this little heart, and I'm going to put him right on there. And that is it. So just another simple But beautiful, I love. I mean, the ribbon, I'm having so much fun. This one's maybe not totally mailable, if that's a word. But you know what, honestly, do you guys know this trick? I don't have it right here to show you. But what I like to do is grab, say, another one of these colors, either Old Olive or Sweet Sugar Plum, and I cut the paper to just about the same size, maybe 1/4 of an inch smaller. So if this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, maybe I cut it to 4 inches by 5 1/4, and then I emboss it. Like a lot of times I'll use the big polka dot embossing folder, and then I just kind of lay that piece over top of whatever the card. So this bumpiness, it kind of helps absorb some of that, and then it tends to be more mailable that way. This one I maybe would put the extra postage on just to be sure, but I mean, it's just so pretty. I love it. Or you can just, you know, this could be one that you could hand to someone for a birthday card instead of mailing. Either way, I don't let that bother me though. I figure out a way to get the cute cards mailed. You know, sometimes you have to go in and say hi to your postman, which is, you know, they're pretty awesome guys down there, so I don't mind doing that either. Okay, so getting off on tangents here. Okay, so here we go. This is the deal. Don't forget, guys, okay? So if you put a minimum $30 order in online by this Wednesday, which I think is the 11th, you are going to receive this project and this project that I demonstrated. Can you guys see both of those? I don't want to cover that up, right? Okay, so you're going to get both of the projects that I demonstrated today. So the card, the envelope, and then the other card. And then you're also going to get your name entered into the drawing to win the bubble over stamp set, okay? Just make sure you use the host code. If you bump your order up to $50, you're going to get a free embellishment with your thank you card as well. And like I said, I don't know what it is yet, but it's always something awesome. So, oh, I know, the one other thing. So I had somebody ask me, and I forgot the past couple of weeks, and I'm realizing right now that I have to do this. Okay, so before we sign off for the day, someone wanted me to tell you guys how I clean my stamps, okay? So if you guys haven't seen, if you don't know, I have my scrub pad. So this is the Stampin' Scrub, I think it's called. And let's see, in the corner, you are not going to be able to see these because I can really barely see them. But this little corner, I believe, has raindrops. And then this little corner has a sun. I can almost see the sun. So the raindrops are the side that I spray, and you can't even read this anymore, but this is my Stampin' Mist. We sell this, Stampin' Up! Does as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna spray a couple of times on there. Now where's the stamp that I can clean? I put them away. Okay, here we go. So here's the stamp, right? So our wishing you a lovely day. So I'm just gonna kind of scrub, and I kind of rub kind of nice and easy in lots of different directions, right? So I'm sorry, that's like really wiggling, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna try to hold that, okay? So I scrubbed it, and now on the dry side, I'm gonna dry it, okay? So again, I'm just kind of rubbing on here. And then what I usually do is grab like a scratch piece of paper, and then can you see there's a little bit of shadow still? So I just kind of stamp on here until there's no more shadow that comes off. You can maybe kind of see the little shadows that were on here. The reason that happens is because this maybe hasn't been cleaned in a little bit. To clean this, all I do is open it up and take it into my kitchen, and then just let water run over both sides of it. And I just kind of hold it at an angle, and the water just kind of keeps running, and it's like an ugly pinky purpley brown, and then eventually it starts running clear, and then that's when I know that it's clean. And then I literally just stand it up in my sink like that and let it drip dry for a while. Usually I do it like at the end of the night, so that it has overnight to dry, and then it's dry and ready to go for the next day. You may hear lots of other people cleaning these lots of different ways, but that's how I do it, and it's worked very well for me. So hopefully that in a little bit of instruction on how to clean your stamps is helpful for you as well. So again, thank you so much for joining me today. I just really appreciate everybody being here and taking time out of your day to hang out with me. So thank you again. Make sure you comment and share for your chance to win that. Ooh, this actually, it's all right here on my party banner, right? Comment and share for your chance to win that Berry Burst Metallic Edge ribbon. And then when you put your online order in, you guys know the deal with all that, right? So let me know if you have anything you want me to kind of go over, talk about, demonstrate on the next Facebook Live video. I'll be back next Friday. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.